What's up, guys? This is Ninja on a Ninja. And basically, I think this will probably be one of my best videos again. I've been making a lot of these recently, like a lot of these that people should watch and should see and get involved with because I think it's really good. But anyways, so this is a video response. First off, let me I'll go ahead and do this real quick. Let's see here. I think I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. Okay. So Dr. Phil admits defeat to Bill Maher in heated Trump debate. It's by Pondering Politics, who has 619,000 subs, 102,000 views as of 22. God damn, my glasses are fucked up. Oh, that 2 is weird. The fuck is wrong with that weird? That Why does that 2 look so fucking weird? Yeah, that 2 looks hella weird. Why is it all fucked up? I guess it's trying to show like, oh, like the 2's almost there, but it's not quite. It's gonna be 22 hours ago. I don't know, maybe. Anyways, Dr. Phil, blah blah blah. Pondering politics. So you'll notice that I'm at 8 minutes and 26 seconds. And the reason why is because it's a response, but this way the response starts because this is like all of the crap that he talked about. I don't really care. Um, I think personally to me it's whatever. I mean it may be good for somebody, but not for me because I'm kind of like a leader of the world. I'm alpha of alphas, so most stuff I don't care about. Again, you can believe in God. You can have your opinions about whatever. Do what you want. I'm just saying that I don't partake. Anyways, and no hatred, by the way. I don't hate. That's one thing people don't realize and understand is everyone calls me a hater. There's no ego here. It's red, white, blue. I operate in the white. You don't know what it's like to not piss on the tree because you're a dog. You can have the doghouse. I don't care. I'll be in the mansion talking with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it works. So, anyways, if you're not someone who like if you're not a competitor, like there's competitors and then there's watchers, and then I would say there's also competitors and watchers, but in leadership as well. So you can be a leader that is a watcher and a competitor in leadership, or you can be a competitor and watcher in not leadership, right? You can be a competitor and watcher in red, a competitor and watcher in blue, and you can be a competitor and watcher in white. IMO. Anyways, so just for the record, I watched up till now. I watched the whole video and I got a point. I have a script, right? So the murderer versus the thief. He said, basically in this video, he talks with the murderer and the thief, and I said that example, that was a good example. The problem is the rest of the video is you trying to say things and act like you are the one that came up with it, when in truth, you simply seen someone else say it and you are just recycling their garbage and then trying to act like it came from you. And this is why I don't agree with. This is what I don't agree with, rather. Right? Do what you want, say what you want, blah, blah, blah. But stealing someone's thunder, I don't know. And that's not cool, right? Stop stealing thunder. We have enough fake it to make it people in the world already. We don't need any more. Doing what you're doing is literally what cancer does to the human body. Stop it. Stop stealing thunder. Stop faking it. Give credit to those who actually deserve it. That is how we move forward. That is how we evolve and we expand. You pretending like you're one of them isn't the way. Like, get out of your lane. Stick to your turf. Like, get out of here. You don't belong here, right? as far as that goes. You can be a reporter, right? And I've said this is all stuff I'm just making up on the fly, but you can be a reporter, okay? And it's fine to report things. But when you start making it like, oh, I think you aren't reporting anymore. Now you're becoming the story. Now you're being Fox News, basically, right? You're spinning something. That's putting your opinion out there. That doesn't that means that you're no longer a reporter. You are more of an asset at that point. There's a saying, don't shoot the messenger. But you're not the messenger. You're an asset to the message you're talking about. You're an asset. You deserve to be shot. Get out of here. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I'm saying get shut up. You know what the fuck you're talking about because you're not being a messenger. You're a fucking asset, right? We don't need that. We need messages. Report. Be a reporter. Stop telling me what to think or how to feel or what I should or like this isn't right. This is cool. Stop judging things. I don't care what you think. And that's what we have, right? A lot of like I have a list. I don't bring this list up multiple times. I have rather. I call it Down for America. Okay. We have fakers. People that fake it fake they made or like there's something and they're not. Fox News, for example, is a spin-off place. Anyways, ego-driven reporter idiot selling faker gammas, right? Luke Beasley, Adam Mockler, Chris Mowry, Kyle Kalinske, David Pacman, The Rational National, Philip DeFranco, right? Steve Mold, Colton Wexler, Hassan Parker, Tim Pool, Caroline Levitt, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Laura Trump, Mike Huckabee, Kellyanne Conway, Peter Doocy, Caroline Levitt, Asmongold, Long Island Audit, Shoe on Head, Destiny, Bill Burr, Russell Peters, Conan O'Brien, talk show hosts in general, Nero Zerg, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Kaku, whatever his full name is, the science community, the rock community, pop culture, all of them, all of every community, right? Rap and shit, movies and such, like every movie you've ever watched, or they have an opinion or whatever, like understand like they can sway you is what I'm trying to tell you. Tyler One, Night Blue, Nile Blue, Osama bin Laden, like they all fit to the same narrative where they're trying to tell you like they're no longer messengers. Now I'm telling you what to think and how to feel. That's not a messenger, bro. Like a messenger's like, here's a message, I gotta go. But you're like, oh, I got a message for you. And by the way, God loves you. It's like that's not the messenger, dude. That's not what a messenger does, right? So that's from my document called "The Downfall of America." So I'm bringing up again. I'm sure. And by the way, this is unscripted. Just I'm talking. I got held text messages. So 1 second, I apologize. I probably got some fucking news, but I was in the middle of a point. So okay. So stop selling thunder. We have enough fakers. This time move forward. Okay. So at 8:40, yeah.
And listen, again, I disagree with George Will on policy, but I do agree that he is a relatively principled conservative, and he's 84 years old. He's got a very dry sense of humor. He makes the audience laugh multiple times in that episode of Real Time with Bill Maher. He's got a very dry sense of humor. He's a conservative historian as well, and he talks about Madisonian principles and you know.
Okay. So what I said simply was you sound like a hater, basically. Like shut up. Like this is your opinion. You're no longer the messenger. This is what I mean by you're no longer the messenger. Shut up. Like okay, these are your feelings. This is how you think about somebody. Okay, well stop trying to promote that onto other people. That's what the right does. That's what some people on the left do. That's what the world wants people to stop doing, and that's what people accuse me of doing, right? They accuse me of spreading bullshit because I'm shutting you up for spreading your bullshit, basically. You understand? Like, I'm neutral. You're coming onto my turf, and so defending myself, Basically, I'm like Ukraine on the matter, basically, and you're like Russia, and I'm like back the fuck up, right? That's it, back the fuck up. That's simply put. It doesn't matter if I was or whatever the fucking history is, back the fuck up, right? That's simply put. So, anyways, that's basically what I want to say. Is shut up there. So, go ahead.
Again, my favorite, as you all know, if you frequent this channel, my three favorite presidents, George
Okay, first off, no one cares. Secondly, stop making it about you, right? We're watching to get news. Dr. Phil admits to Bill Maher in heated Trump debate. So why does it matter what presidents you like or how you value them? What does that matter, right? But yet he's going off, and this is the point. Like, stop making it about you. Talk, be if you want to be a reporter, report, okay? But you're talking about you right now. That's what makes me want to leave you alone. One second, one second. One second, sorry. That's some stuff we were waiting for, so that's important for me. But anyways, to finish, not finish, but to continue, let's continue this video, shall we? I apologize for that, but so stop making it about you. Don't care, blah blah blah. You notice something happened IRL for me. I muted it. I handled it. I'm back to the video. I'm not talking about it. You're like, oh, by the way, what that was? Like, shut up, dude. Stop making it about you. Anyways, so next one, 9:45. So you've been talking for a while. Don't
make a
care.
case against the Confederacy and wage the Civil War. I mean, there was you could easily make the case that the imperial presidency as we know it today began with Lincoln, at least in a in a prototypical form.
You go on this huge tidbit or rant, and the thing is, I don't believe that you actually know this stuff. And I think that you just recently read it or you had notes or something, but yet you're trying to act like this is part of who you are, right? This is the fake it to make it bullshit. Um, so where was I? Notes something because you don't seem like the type. Okay. I recently read it or you had notes or something because you don't seem like the person to have it down in your brain like most actual leaders in this world or old leaders of this world. Some recent leaders, but they're too quiet, so I kind of don't say them for the most part. They're just kind of right. They shut up about stuff, or they're too scared to put their neck out there, and that's not what leaders do. Like that's not what we hired you for. Like you said, you would put your neck out there for us. That's what we hired you to do. Do it. You know what I'm saying? But they're not. They're in fact they're like you. Basically, I'll talk about stuff, but I won't do anything. That's not gonna fix anything. That's not gonna solve anything. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was supported by the government or by the system, or if the people gave me money to represent them, I would fucking put my whole body out there. I wouldn't just extend my neck. I would stand up, climb on top of it, like now what, bitch? Like let's go, let's talk. Let's talk business. But I just want to fucking chill my yacht. I want to fucking just uh, casually play League of Legends, right? Like, I don't know why the fuck I'm fighting platinums and challenger players when I'm Iron 2. Like, what the fuck is going on, right? But you hear me complaining or bitching and talking about it. I may have videos about it, but when you click that video, you know that's what I'm going to talk about. I don't bring it up in, oh, this is about president stuff. Oh, by the way, here's my league account. And this is what I think. Like, what the fuck? Keep it, like, shut up. Okay, so I don't believe what you went on a rant about presidents and history and Trump or what. I don't believe any of it. I don't care. You're a reporter. Shut up. Okay, doesn't matter. Just in one ear, out the other. That's the point, right? So now 11:42. Um, mm,
Could have conquering general, like, and he chose not to be those things. And so they make a good case that
oh, I
they,
remember this.
which prevented a third term. Washington could have been president for life. Could have been king. He could have been a conquering general, like, and he chose not to be those things. And so they make a good case that they envision statesmen like Washington.
Okay, so this is about uh, Lincoln or whoever, Washington was the president once upon a time, and how they wanted him to be president, and how he was like, "No, that's it. I will stop after two. You'll bait me in once, but after that, that's it, right?" That's what he's talking about. Okay, so what I said in response. Sorry, I got like something in my mouth. Basically, Washington back in the day, he was being a good father, right? That is why they call them forefathers, IMO. That's what I think. Basically, he said you had to do it on your own to learn the ropes on your own. He knew to pass the torch, right? He wasn't going to live forever. I can't be a president forever. At some point, you need to be able to handle yourself, right? And he knew that, and he was trying to teach the nation that. It's like, bros, I have you. I'm leading you, but think on your own, bro. Like, you gotta be a good father. You have to be a good mother. You have to pass the torch. That's what it is, right? The problem is, come today, there are people who are hindering that passing of the torch, right? By trying to take away the school system. They're trying to break it apart, and they're trying to make people as dumb as possible. And they're trying to revert this nation back to the status of a kingdom, or a dictatorship, if you will, because the people in power, they want power for life, and they know that if it came down to a vote, they would not win because people don't want them to lead them, right? So they're trying to influence your rights away, basically, to make you actually, oh, we don't need guns, we don't need this, we don't need that, and the next thing you know, here comes an army, the ICE, and they're coming rounding you up, right? We're seeing, like, fortunately, thank goodness, like, there wasn't I will say thank God, um, there was Hollywood in the sense that it taught us what it looks like if you could last like in bed, if you could actually last for like 8 hours in bed, and then it showed us like there's that, or there's people that go off like with 2 seconds, like, oh, the vagina, you had a penis, like that's what we're dealing with now. Is the evil is finishing too early. That's why they're invading with ice. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is, you call that's not. Hitler had a fucking nation behind him, bro, and that's you have as ice. Like, it's a fucking joke. You understand? Like, what I'm trying to talk about? Like, they're lasting for 5 seconds, but the problem is, it's working because we're like with from Zeus in that time back in those days. Um, uh, our defenses, our immune system isn't good enough to defend against ice, and it's actually working, basically. And it's because we have a bunch of cucks ruling the world. That's what they're trying to do, dictatorship, and lead through that because they know they can't win versus a man. So what they want is they're trying to rig the system to make men not exist, to make you hate me, for example. You hate me. Like just the other day, I was I was giving some shit to some streamer or some debater or something. I was calling him out for what he was, and they called me a hater. Oh, you're a hater. No, he's literally like, there's a video I posted him making his point. Like, before you make an argument, I'm gonna explain what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna move my goalposts, basically, and make it to where now you're looking at the argument differently, and now he looks wrong. But when that situation happened, he was wrong, right? And that's kind of how the world fucked up with technology and whatnot. Text messaging is it allowed losers that didn't know how to talk to women to pretend like they knew how to talk to a woman, and then next thing you know, when they were together, they would just have sex, and that was it. But then they'd go back to text messaging and talking. But the thing was that she didn't realize that he was actually at his phone for like 30 minutes, like, what do I say? What do I say? Hey, homie, what do I say? And she doesn't see this, right? But in reality, that's what it was, and that's why in real life your relationship sucks, because they faked it till they made it, right? So, as the trying to reverse the nation back to a kingdom because people in power, they want the power for life, but they know that no one wants them. They don't want to work. They're losers. They're lazy. They're nothing. They're not good, and yet they have all the power, and we need to stand against it, right? That's what's going on. That's what they're trying to break the system because they won. Like I'm not gonna mention it yet. I think I get to it, but and we come to now and why the people like you are the problem. You are fake and you're stealing thunder from others who can actually lead this nation, like Bernie Sanders, for example. Like, we don't hear from him, but yet we hear from fucking Trump all the time. Like, why do you think that is? It's because the rich know that if Bernie Sanders is part of the discussion, they'll vote. People will vote for Bernie Sanders. But if they forget about Bernie Sanders, then they will vote for Trump, right? And that's why the Bernie blackout did happen, despite what people try to say. Oh no, it didn't happen. No, there is no one that pulled the trigger. You're right, but the point is they stopped talking about him. They tell you who's in first and who's in third, but never who was in second because it was Bernie Sanders. That's literally what they did, and it worked. Oh, someone that has nothing to do with anything did something. Whoa, that's crazy, and they just talk all kinds of random bullshit to get you to forget what matters, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like this fucking idiot, and how he's talking about shit that's like so small, like petty. Like, come on, dude. Like, step up. Like the dude I was talking to, I called him out. Right? People trying to give me shit for calling him out. And like, no, I'm just saying he is doing these tactics. The proof is there. You can see it. He did these things. You can see how he's doing these things. I'm not hating. I'm just calling it out. That's it. It looks like hatred because he is low. It looks like hatred because I had to go down to that level to call it out. And you're seeing that. But in reality, I'm just right there on the circle. I didn't say he was fat. I didn't say he was stupid. I just didn't say any of that shit. I said he had stupid earphones. That was it. But yet people want to give me like, oh, you're a hater. No, like there's no hatred, right? Red, white, and blue. I'm in the white. So there's no red, there's no blue, just white. I'm being a leader, an alpha. That's it, right? Oh, you're pathetic. No, an alpha doesn't have to say he's an alpha. You dumbasses need it though. That's the thing. Just like he wants to spell out how to fucking what's it called? I have a bunch of circles. They're all circles. Whoa, that's crazy. The messages. Ooh, you have Cheerios. You fucking idiot. No wonder. Anyways, stop building thunder. You want power. You want money. You want fame. And you want fortune, but you don't want responsibility, and that's the problem. Uh, we need to call you. We used to call you in the way people, right? Like a lot of people used to call them in the way people. Like you're in a line, fast food or wherever. There's people in a line. It's because they're in the way. There's too many people. That's you. You're just a fucking observer and get the fuck out of the way for a contender, somebody who wants to actually like. The reason why. Man, there's so much I can put. Healthcare. I could talk about the healthcare. Like, I deserve to literally run the world because of the fucking the shit I know, and I gotta fucking do it. He has 600,000 subscribers. I have like 50, 160. Right, that's it, 160 basically, and most of them are from when I used to play PlayStation All Stars. Right, that's like 10 years ago. But anyways, you want power, you want money, you want fame, fortune, all that shit, but you don't want the responsibility. We used to call you in the way people, but the softness of the world and technology has made it so that instead of simply being in the way, you are now trying to act like you can get the position, and the requirements before that held you back are no longer there. They were there for good reasons to keep dumbasses out of those positions, but now it's racist to say you're dumb. It's like, but you're actually dumb. Like, I'm being factual here. There's no bias or there's nothing here. It's just the truth, and you don't like the truth, and so you're alienating the truth, and you're allowing these dumbasses to come into the picture, and they shouldn't be in the picture, right? So, to explain what happened real quick, we brought in celebrity people and they brought in family, and that act was lowering the line of scrimmage so they can allow those family members to get in. And now we have it so that anyone can basically get anything that they want, pretty much. And that's why all great nations fell, even the ones from Once Upon a Time, like from where Zeus came from. I can't remember the name of it, but like from Zeus back then, like the reason why is because they were just too soft, too liberal, too safe. Like you have to have competition. Like you can't have everyone being a oh dude, yeah, man, good manpower, yeah. You can't be too strong, and you also can't be attacking me is illegal. Attacking me is illegal. You also can't have that either, and that's the problem. You're either this or that. It's because the rich keep paying, or buying, or influencing. Like the way I explained it was that they're injecting cancer with like protein and just shit to make it grow, and then they release it into the world. And then anything good, oh Bernie Sanders, let me just go and give it some cancer, some shut the fuck up, and some no screen time, blah blah blah, and shut it down. And kind of that's why no traffic. I go on Twitch. I'll be on there for like 6 hours, and all I get is, "Hey, I can't. My headphones don't work," or pay this for subs, and you get many subs if you pay for this. That's all that comes by my channel. Nobody has ever came to my channel. Hey, what's up? How you doing? My name is. I want to get to know. There's no random viewers, nothing, because they own the algorithm. They rigged it, right? That's what's going on, basically. And again, all great nations fell because of the same fucking reason. And that is what is hindering the world today, and that is what we know today, because you are taking your voice, or you are taking a voice away from people who deserve to be heard by placing yourself there, right? You're making it about you. It's not about the message. It's not about the movement. It's about you. Oh, my president's arm. Oh my God! Like, I don't like this because it's like, shut up, dude. You're not the messenger anymore. You're an asset. So shut up, pass the ball. Yes, you. You are one of the fakers who are destroying the world of pondering politics. Like, no one cares about your feelings or how you feel or what you think or what your presidents are or how you mount this or that or you feel about this or that. Like, stop making it about you, homie. Like, stop it. Stop. Stop. Okay. 1207. So just
as occupying the presidency or President Lincoln. And obviously that wasn't the case forever. Trump is a demagogue, an authoritarian, the likes of which we've never seen. And we've had some pretty shitty presidents, but Trump is a breed apart. So I definitely encourage you to watch the whole thing. I want to bring this up too about how George Will left the Republican Party. This is from
so
2016.
George Will left the Republican Party. This is from what? 2016, okay? No one heard of this. No one's talking about this. This is reporter stuff. This is good. This is stuff I listen to. This is what I need to hear, right? Not about what you've. Oh, presidents. The third one is this. The second is this. I don't care what you think, you fucking dog. But when it comes to like situations like this guy you're talking about, like, that's stuff that people should know about. Talk about that, not what you feel, how you think. No one cares, right?
This is a quote from him, and this is during an interview on Fox News Sunday with Chris Wallace at the time. He says, George, I want to talk to you. You announced this week you've left the Republican Party. Why? He says, you know what? I wonder if I can play this clip.
Will and USA Today columnist Kirsten Powers. Well, before we get to Britain leaving the EU, George, I want to talk about you. You announced this week that you have left.
By the way, did you notice that?
The Republic. Before we get to Britain leaving the EU, George, I want to talk about you. You announced this week that you have left the Republican.
And no questions. No one's talking about it. No one brought it up. No one mentioned it. No one's like, what the fuck? What happened? What happened? No, but nothing. There was an edit there. No one's talking about that edit.
About you. You announced this week that you have.
You announced that a week, and like no one's asking a damn thing. Like, these are your leaders. Like, what the fuck, people? Wake up, right? Okay, so continue.
Left the Republican Party. Why?
I left it for the same reason I joined it in 1964 when I voted for Barry Goldwater.
This is a defining moment in American.
Joined it because I was a conservative.
Oops.
Joined it in 1964 when I voted for Barry Goldwater. I joined it because I was a conservative. I leave for the same reason that I'm a conservative. Give you a timeline. Shortly after Trump became the presumptive nominee, he had a summit meeting with Paul Ryan where they...
Paul Ryan, he's the dude in Fox. He's a chairperson on Fox News, by the way. You see how kind of it's coming together a little bit, and they try to steer it away, but this is truth. And by the way, Fox, or Paul Ryan, he's on my list of downfall of America. He's actually pretty early on, so...
They stressed their common principles and their vast shared ground, which is much more important than their differences. I thought that was puzzling, doubly so, because Paul Ryan still didn't endorse him. After Trump went out...
So, all of that, Paul Ryan didn't like him. I don't know. But then...
After the Mexican judge from northern Indiana, then Paul Ryan endorsed him. And I decided that, in fact, this is not my party anymore. I changed my registration to unaffiliated 23 days ago. I hardly made an announcement. I just mentioned this in a meeting with the Federalist Society. So the long and the short of it is, as Ronald Reagan said when he changed his registration, I did not leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me.
Now, not surprisingly.
Yeah. That's funny because I remember a saying, basically, and you may have heard this or you may not have heard this. If you're from California, especially the southern part of California, and Nevada, and like the southern part of Texas and whatnot, you may know this. I don't know, but basically, what Mexicans used to say was they didn't cross the border crossed them, right? Back in the day. That's what we just heard right now.
Did not. And the short of it is, as Ronald Reagan said when he changed his registration, I did not leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left me.
Now, not surprisingly, Donald Trump.
There you have.
Computer just took a dump. Am I still recording? It seems like it's still live, so we're okay, I think. But yeah. So that's what I found funny. And what happened, by the way? When that happened, what happened? Oh, the people that the border crossed, they lost their homes, they lost their land, they lost everything, and no one fucking cared. Basically, that's what I wanted to say. I find it quite hilarious that this guy brings up Paul Ryan because, again, Paul Ryan is on my list, and he's early on my list, which again is called Downfall of America, right? Anyway, I wanted to say this guy needed to speak up a lot sooner, or the world needed to, more reporters to report this, but we left it to the big corporations, and they only covered what they were paid to cover, basically. And the problem was, um, at least what I believe, is the guy that just spoke had money involved, and it's the reason why he let what's it called the reason why his message wasn't spoken about is because there's no money, basically. There's no benefit for anybody, so no one talked about it because there's no money. It was dead in the water. It's like talking about me, like there's no money around me. You'll find the truth and you'll have a bigger, better life, but in general, it's gonna suck to be you because of reasons, right? Anyways, I have no history or knowledge of the person that was talking, but I can guess that he has money and that he has money involved. Yeah, so I just spoke with that. That's why money today sucks, because the rich are allowing bad shit to happen in America so they can make money. It has been the problem from the beginning and is the problem now. The wrong people have all of the money and using it for evil. Bad seeds are leading the way. They are founded by evil corporations that are trying to make more money. And I have been saying this for a very long time. Okay.
The reason George Will left the Republican Party is because, for all his faults, and again, I don't agree with conservative principle, I prefer liberal or progressive policy, is that George Will is a consistent conservative. He's a principled conservative, and Donald Trump isn't. He's a demagogue. He's a populist. And he just recognized that the Republican Party is much more ripe for the taking and reforging into an authoritarian cult of personality. And so that's why he jumped what he did. I would definitely encourage you guys to go back and watch this episode.
So basically, what I wanted to say is, the whole in the way person and how there's traffic on the freeway and whatnot. This guy is like political traffic. This person that's talking, a lot of what he says, like some things yes, but some things no, and it's getting in the way of the truth. And then the rich are taking that, and then they're making the in the way stuff the main focus, and they're making all the stuff like you're trying to get somewhere, but you end up going to the store and then spend all your time and money there, and that's what's going on in America. And so you're not actually going to the gym, you're going to the movies, basically, because there's so much bullshit and influence. There's girls there, there's drugs there, there's whatever to compel you that's legal, by the way, legal, right? Over here, and they're trying to compel you away from it. Don't do push-ups, don't do curl-ups, don't do any of that. Instead, eat a sandwich, a burger, a hamburger. Don't you want a McDonald's, baby? Yeah, that's what's going on, right? And again, that's what he is. Basically, he's helping them hold you back because there's stuff that you need to know, and that's what's important about me, right? When I talk to somebody, I cut to the core, I cut to the heart. I'm going for the neck, I'm going for vitals and shit. I don't care. What are the homes? You know what I'm saying? That's me. Yeah, the fact that you're pointing out the stupid shit and the people are listening to you, do you understand? You're completely missing the dartboard. People are taking advantage of the fact that you're missing the dartboard and you're too stupid to see it, and you're too stupid to see the truth. And again, the rich taking advantage of that. That is what's going on. This is why there are so many losers in America. This is why there are so many of them, and why they are sponsored. Before it was just limited to I remember the name, but race cars and crap. Like in the South, there was like at the what is it called? Like cars racing in a circle, 500 miles. was it, like a mile app or some shit. I don't remember. Like the Indy 500 or whatever. Like once upon a time, that it was confined to like Florida, the southern states. Now it's all across the world. You know what I'm saying? Now Florida man is now America man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. We need to stop that from going on. That's what's happening. And the reason why that's happening is because dumbasses like you keep pointing out shit that doesn't matter. And then the rich keep influencing all the fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's why the games are rigged. And so the thing that I want to say is, see, I am smart. I can see the truth, like Bernie Sanders. Basically, and that's why they silence me and why they silence Bernie Sanders is because the reason why they want it all is so they can take advantage of you and milk you for everything you are worth. This is literally what's going on in America. This is why Sanders lost. Basically, that's what's going on, right? They want people divided and fighting. They want you to grow up and feel like your family is broken. They want you to feel like your family sucks. They want you to grow up disheartened and feel insecure and petty and pathetic and a loser. They want you broken. They want Russia. They want China, but in America. And they want to be the leading party. They're trying to do that. They're trying to bring that. And they can. Don't blame communism. Don't blame. Don't blame like any of the isms at all. Because it's all about. It always depends. Everything is a scale. It all depends. Like if you look at the worst of this, the best of that, and then you compare the worst of this and the best of that, then yeah, of course the best of this looks better. But that's because you're comparing it the worst of that. But what happens on the best of that? Suddenly that looks good too. Yeah, I know that looks good too. It's because it's the best of it. But if you look at the worst of it, it doesn't look so good, right? It's the same thing from over here, right? Like we have capitalism, and capitalism is great on the good side, but look at the bad side. Now it's not so great anymore, and that's what you fucking wake up to, right? Keep doing. For the record, keep doing what you do, But my only request is my only request is you process as it just process it through somebody smarter than you, because like some of the stuff that you're talking about doesn't matter. Like who cares? Like you're talking about presidencies. Like have a teacher look over your essay to remove all the bullshit and all the crap, and then talk about just talk facts, dude. Be a reporter. Don't be an influencer or a loser or a biased beta, whatever the fuck it's called. Like just facts, dude. Facts. That's it, right? Don't be an in the way person. Just facts. You tell me about a situation or the deed that you want to put out there. I would look at it, put it through my filter of brain that's the smartest in the world, and then I would touch it up, and what you want to say and point out to the bigger picture, and then you can do what you want with that, basically, right? No way bullshit, no crap, no whatever, just facts, right? But right now, you are just traffic on the political discussion. You're talking about smaller crap that the rich are buying and paying to exploit so that everyone else pays attention to it. And the reason why they're doing that is so they can rule and so they can trick people. So they can rule the world because they decide to make the problems bigger or smaller than what it is or what it deserves to be. And then with that was it. That was basically my whole point. Was like, that's basically my whole video. Basically, is to explain all of that, right? So let me go ahead and change the camera if I don't want to break my computer, but let's see if it does it. Okay. So the rich, they're influencing, like they have the thumb on the scale, basically, right? So this interest is big or small, but it's artificial. It's only big or small because of reasons, right? And that reasoning has changed from life to I have money, I have power, I have a say in the matter. And it's like, but who are you? You don't matter. Like, what the fuck? But that's the world we live in today. And then you, pondering politics, you're talking about, A, B, C, D, but the rich are like, okay, well, we don't like the fact that you're talking about A, B, and D, so we're gonna go take C and make C look like it's the biggest problem out of all of it, and then A, B, and D disappear and go away. It's because of you, right? Because you are allowing that to happen. Whereas if you were like me, that wouldn't happen because all I would talk about is A, B, and D, and so they didn't have C to go to. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You understand? That's what's going on. That's what the rich are doing. That's what the world is. That's the problem today. That's what we are having today. So that's all I want to say. Anyways, that's it. That's all I'm talking about. Do what you do, man. But be a reporter. Don't be a solid sucker. Don't be like the people on my Downfall of America list. Don't be like what is his name, Hassan from Destiny. Don't be like them people. Don't be like Tucker Carlson. That's the wrong list. Tucker Carlson deserves to be on both, actually. So we'll do that. We'll actually do that. Let's see. Tucker Carlson. The reason why is because he's stupid. He's a dumbass. He thinks he knows, and he doesn't know. And he's tricked. And they're doing exactly what I told you to do. What I told you is that there's A, B, C, D, and then he talks like A, B, C, D, and the rich are like, okay, well, A is me, B is me, D is Greg, and we don't need you talking about me or Greg, so we'll talk about C, and C actually doesn't matter, but we're gonna make it matter. This is why ICE and immigrants and all this shit's going on. It's because they're trying to remove your health care. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on. Wake up. Stop it. Stop it. And I don't care. I'm not trying to be a leader. I'm not trying to be an influencer. I'm not trying to tell you what you think, how to feel, or what color to red, white, and blue. I'm in the white. There's no bias here. There's no ego here. I'm not, what's it called? I've heard my whole life. Like, I was very confident in my ability to play Super Smash Brothers, right? And so they called me cocky or arrogant because I was damn good at the game, right? I literally won 100% of the time. But I knew that if I kept that up, they would stop wanting to play with me. So I would start to lose on purpose, or I'd play like a random character and let them play whatever they want. I'll play whatever I want, whatever you want me to play. I'll play whatever, like whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's just play the game. Let's just play the game. That's how I was. That's how this is. It was like now I've had a stroke. My hand is not the best it used to be. I can still play the game better than most people because I'm still smart. I'm still thinking. I'm still logical. Like, I know not to do something, and they don't know, and they do it, so they lose, and I win. So that's how it helps me. But when it comes down to like me versus Irelia, for example, where it comes down to just like I'm better than you because I'm playing better than you or making faster actions than you. Yeah, I'm losing, but then you get ganked by Zac, and suddenly I'm better than you, or suddenly I win because my jungle won because I helped him, right? You know something. Anyways. That's why I say pass the ball, bitch. Pass the ball. But anyways, be well, be happy, be safe. I'm out. Take care. Praise Allah. Praise Yevon, the Final Fantasy. Thank God, you boy. Yeah, I'm out here, so I gotta get ready to go. So take care, be safe. God bless, and be strong. And yeah, I love you guys. So peace. And no hate, just words, just truth. If you want to cry about it, I don't give a fuck. You're a little bitch. Anyway, peace. Love you.